Uniform from 7-2, responding.
Call coffee.
Do I look like a babysitter? God, no.
Call lunch. Call home.
Yeah, just that.
I have a feeling it's about to get a lot more complicated.
Fran, how are you doing?
I'm really well. You?
Absolutely well. Thank you for the
I
interview.
do like your backdrop.
Oh, yes, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very cool. I want one of those.
Okay, let me start with the asking you about this new season. There are many differences compared to season 1 and season 2, and one of them is actually there is a shift in the relationship between Grace and Stevie. Different power levels, and there's more incomprehension between them. So how do you work with Martin McCann in order to explore these different nuances in both in the characters and in the relation?
You know what? Marty and I, ever since we met, we just clicked. We just got on. We get each other's approach. And so we've never really had to sit down and go, how are we going to do this? Or how do you think we'll do that? It's very much instinct, and it's very much just play in terms of listening and responding and see where it goes and da 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 da. So it's just been a very natural process. And also we've just got really great scripts, so everything is there on the page, and all you need to do is turn up and know your lines and then just play with it, you know, just sort of let it happen. But yeah, this time around they, you know, there's quite a journey that they go through in terms of whether or not they are able to stay together and navigate this, you know, this relationship where the situations that they find themselves in at work has a major impact upon them personally. I mean, because none of the stuff that they find out about or have to deal with would be happening if it hadn't been for the jobs that they do.
I like that Grace's character in this third season. She's wiser. She's more confident in herself. This character arc? You knew that it was going to be like this during the 3-season journey, or you found out that in this new season there was going to be not an improvement, and she was going to be another kind of woman, another kind of police officer.
No, I had no idea that this was where it would be going in terms of her, you know. I suppose at times within it she's out of uniform, and that was really odd, having only known Grace in a uniform since series 1. You get used to being in that thing. It becomes part of the character. And then it was really funny when I was on camera without it and still being a police officer. I felt a bit strange. I was like, oh. And also it was really funny on set because a lot of people were like looking at me going, oh, I don't like seeing you in the police station out of uniform. So no, I didn't know that it was gonna sort of go that way, but it makes sense. It makes total sense that that's what she would do, especially with her history. And it's great because also that's what happens in the police, you know. They do evolve. They find different roles that suit them, and you know.
I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to make spoilers, but in episode 5 there is an incredible scene in which we have to perform Grace talking about herself in some way. Let's put it that way. It's a very dramatic moment. Can you talk about your preparation for that scene?
Yeah, it's something that we had known, the writers and myself, that we had always had, that we decided that this was Grace's backstory. Before we even started filming season 1, we knew that was her history. I didn't know when that would be revealed. So obviously, it was something that it was a driving force, I suppose, through season 1, season 2, and then actually it was beautifully written in terms of the reason she was saying it was not for herself. It was to help somebody else, to sort of save somebody else. And I thought that was just a brilliant, concept on their part. And, those scenes, I love just doing scenes which are just very simple, just two people listening and talking, and it means it's almost like a little play. And yeah, we had a brilliant director, Angela Griffin, who was just let you just get on with it. Do you know what I mean? She just was like, yeah, just do have a go, see what happens. And so it was actually really good to be able to finally sort of let it out there for Grace in terms of having carried it.
I'm very curious about as an actor how you use sometimes specific costumes and props, and maybe hairstyle you've done House of Dragons with the Good Omens. In Blue Lights, you're constantly in a police uniform. So how do you use these very specific costumes and props in order to shape or just even to understand the character? Do they work?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, it's such a major part of creating a character. It's so, everything. You look around you, everybody's choice or 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 sometimes there isn't a choice. Some people really think a lot about how they put themselves out into the world, the image that they want to sort of project. And some people don't care at all. And I think that says a lot about a character. So I feel like, costume is so important for me. It can shape a character, like, in terms of how they walk, or how, you don't even sometimes have to say anything. You can see when you look around you, just at anybody, you can see sort of it's part of their personality, isn't it? And in terms of the police uniform, that, there's a weight to it. There's quite a lot of apparatus that you have to carry around with you, you can't help but be informed. It informs, I suppose, how you move around in that world, especially when you can't get out of. I mean, there's one particular, I remember now, there's a point where Grace and Stevie go to a skate park to find the young girl, and there were these railings that I had to get through, and I got stuck in the railings because of my uniform. About 3 times. I've done it again. I'm really sorry, guys. But it's like, you can't just blinkily move through, because there's something that's going to just, so yeah.
It's funny that then the character goes, remember, the character goes, open the wire and like, yeah, we can go ahead. And then
so
he wasn't there.
I opened it like really like, yeah. And then I went through and I was like, oh, hang on, I can't get out, guys. Cut.
One last question. I really appreciate the fact that Blue Lights shows that Belfast is a city that still is a place where there are still a lot of political and civil and social contradiction. It really resonates to contemporary issues in some way. This series. What would you like the audience will take away watching Blue Lights and the way it shows what's going on in the city?
I think I just think that it's wonderful that these writers have sort of written a love letter to Belfast and its history and everything that has happened in its past makes it what it is today. And what it is today is you know, it's vibrant and funny and gritty and resilient, and all of that is in the melting pot because of everything that went before. So I think that what I'd love is for people to just have a greater understanding of what Belfast is now, that it isn't just this place where the troubles were. It's much more than that now. It's a brilliant, vibrant city as well. But obviously, any place in the world is everything that it is now is informed by its past. It's almost like, you know, a human being, isn't it? And we often say it is like the main character in this show. So yeah, I hope people sort of have a greater understanding of what it is to do a job like this and what it is to live in that brilliant place.
Absolutely, totally agree. My time is off. Thank you very much for the interview, Shannon. It's been a pleasure talking with you. And
you, Adriano, thank you so much.
Proud of you.
When I first started this job, I thought I knew everything. And now I feel like I don't know anything at all.
See you tomorrow, Skipper.